Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Midnight Vibe stream. Of course, depends on where you are. Where I'm sitting, it's 4 a.m. Some people, it's 10 a.m. in the UK. It is 11 p.m. Central European time, and we just witnessed City getting closer to win the title. I mean, Spurs huffed and puffed, but, at the end of the day, City are just too good. 115 charges, got to talk about that one as well. But we're not here to talk about Spurs or Arsenal or anything like that. Of course, we're talking about the game tomorrow, which is 100% Manchester United hosting Newcastle. And I have a scintillating panel. It's going to be, none other than John Sinclair, Strassbourg Steve as well. So, guys, you know what to do. Smash that living like button, subscribe if you haven't, because here we go. Are you guys ready to rumble? And, of course, we're waiting for Jarvis. Let's do this.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world
on MUFC Realist TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Broom. And we are live. We are live. And into the left corner over there, I have no other than the legendary John Sinclair. How you doing, John?
Big up, my guy. How are you doing, Mick? It's great to see you back again. It's great to see Strassbourg Steve back as well. Sure. And everyone in the chat as well. Big up to you guys. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, people, we are also co-streaming on John's channel. So just for your information, smash the living like, subscribe if you haven't, because on the, to the right, I don't know, is it a mirror reflection? I don't know. I have a Stressful Steve. Steve, how you doing again? It's been 24 hours since I saw you last, man.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, bro. Obviously, big up John, my guy.
My guy.
Really, yeah, good chop it up with you guys. I'm very conflicted about the game tomorrow, about how do I feel, because again, with Newcastle this season, whenever I go into a game thinking that we're not going to get a result, we pull one off. And then when I do feel optimistic about a result, they what's it called? They manage to kind of screw up. So I don't know how to feel. So I'm just gonna go with the draw. But
you want to know how I feel at the moment?
Terrible, I bet.
No, I feel like I'm the the cheese or the ham in the middle of the sandwich, because I'm just you guys are like one bread bun over there, you are the other one, and I'm just the the cheese in the middle here. That's how I feel. Where's my bloody Jarvis? Listen, guys, you just witnessed this City scintillating team. Some people call them cheating. Did you think that Spurs would ever had a chance? I mean, they hardly had any shots on target, man.
They should have been 1-on-1. I mean, Holman Song had a great chance, 1-on-1 of the keeper, and he shot straight at him. At Ortega, it was a cracking save. And then first half, Bentancur, very unlucky that shot. Great start by Edison. Unfortunately, had to go off. But I think Spurs, I think it was a professional job by Spurs, but they just lacked quality at the end of the day. What they really need is a number 9. They need a 9 in the summer if they are to have any chance as well. But yeah. I look at the back four. Van der Ven played a left back. Why?
I don't know. Why
left back? I just don't get that as well.
Why did he play left back?
Van der Ven at left back is better than what's it called? Any of their left backs. I think that's why. And also at Wolfsburg, to be fair, he played at left back a few times. So I do get that. And to be honest, Dragosin had an all right game. Me and John are familiar with him at Genoa. He was a good defender. He's a very good defender. He was one of the standout center backs.
Oh, great.
If he stayed at Genoa the whole season and he kept playing like that, he would have been in the contention for one of the best defenders in Serie A. Right. So he's a quality player. So I think for Postecoglou. Yes. Look, they need new wingers. They need a striker. They still need some pieces. But
they hope so. Champions League is gone, and I got some messages from my best man who's an Arsenal supporter. Hang on a second.
Fucking shit. Fucking son. How can you miss that?
Fucking shit. Fucking son. How can you fucking miss that? Every bloody Arsenal Goonie supporter was like, Spursy for 1 second, but still they realize Spursy are Spursy, right? So
Hey, if you're relying on Spurs for a title, then you're in trouble. You're on last ditch. That's your last ditch hope that you're in trouble.
Listen, this is a little bit of a midnight vibe, guys. So we're still waiting for Jarvis to pull in. I don't know what's going on. Lucky Singh is here. Big up to VR Room as well, guys. It's good to be proactive as well. Good to see you, Lucky Singh. Always the first one is to see a Glazers out, 100%. You know what you're saying, a Glazers out. We want balls, Newcastle box. Yeah. We have Yoli Malmin with his legendary pepperoni pizza. Spurs. So close, but no cigar so far. Yeah, 100%. I make up some words because I'm a little bit word blind, guys. So just using a little bit. I'm gonna, can you pronounce this name, please?
Oh no, I'm not.
No. You're gonna fall for it.
No.
Jack.
Right.
Jack, come back. Okay, Mr. Hoff. Oh, what happened here? What? Oh,
where's Nick?
I don't know.
Do you have bad internet connection?
What did you do with Steve? Look at him. He's just totally frozen. Yeah, not there. Okay, Jarvis, can you read this tweet down here? From
City gonna write history again.
Yeah, from who?
I don't know. Fourth in the row.
Yeah, but who is the sender?
It's from Jack. Jack Hart.
You're not gonna fall for it either.
Jack off.
Hey, big up Jack off. Lillis United is here as well. Jarvis Spurs Crap City in Champions League. Now, big up Stu as well is here. Rajat is here. Danny B, big up crew as well. Big up to you. Sanjay is here as well. Ramateur. 10 likes, guys. We are working for free. Hit those likes. There's 152 tuning in. If you're watching on John Sinclair's channel, smash the like button here. If you're watching on MUFC Realist TV, smash it here. Let us get up to 100 likes and subscribe. And, post your questions in there as well. We have 60 minutes of pure rock and roll hardcore football. Who will blink first? Jarvis, tell us, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's going to be a difficult game. Newcastle look really good at the moment. It seemed to have found their form again after a lot of injuries. Isak looks sharp. But they have a lot of players back. One of my favorites is Joe Linton. Yes. I like his work rate and his attitude. Always gives it all for the manager. And I think players like that is important with attitude. And we can see, for example, with Man United, when we have Licha, Martinez out, we lack something vital, because you need some of that fighting spirit in the team. And I think he's the one of those who brings it. And also Anthony Gordon is one of my favorite players at Newcastle. So if we could sign anyone, I would actually go for Joe Linton and Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, I reckon he's the best left winger in the league at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. His work ethics. But guys, I read something today. I want to ask you down there. I read something that Isak is in doubt and Wilson for tomorrow, right? John,
that's good news.
Yeah,
is that true? Or is that mind games?
Well, it's too cushy story here, guys. Look, let's be real, right? Eddie Howe doesn't tell you a lot of things. He keeps his card close to his chest every single time. Yeah. And he does it all the time. No one don't believe him, right? He's trying to, like I said, keep it close to his chest. No one knows what's going on. And for me, I think Isak will play. But Callum Wilson, for me, wasn't in the side on Saturday. So we don't know what's going on with him. But he's not, reports saying he's been injured again. And if he doesn't show up, then we must get rid. And let's hope that let's hope they both play tomorrow. Let's hope Eddie Howe springs a rabbit out of the hat saying that, whoa, Isak's fit. He's ready to go. I expect Isak to play tomorrow night. I really do, because we're going to need him, because this is the one game we need to win. I want to win this game for many, 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 many reasons.
And what is that?
I don't hate United, but at the end of the day, this is the team I want to smash. I really,
fuck
really
up,
do.
John.
Sorry,
John.
John, we're not rivals, okay?
No.
Come on, Steve.
We are the Fiorentina in this situation, and they're the Juventus. We hate them more than they got a problem with us. That's what we do.
Yes.
I love it when you two fight against each other.
We do.
Let them do the fighting, Jarvis.
Nah,
We go for
I'll
coffee and
I'll be
smoke,
the
okay?
I'll be the ref.
Yeah, big up. So yeah, listen, Isak, what a player, 100%. Like, you know,
Beautiful.
of course, me being Swedish, you know, I've been following it, and what a trajectory, what a development. He's got these long, lanky legs and very unpredictable striker, like a little bit of an unorthodox striker, you know. And of course, he was schooled by Zlatan, like in the Swedish national team.
Yeah, but Mick, I can tell when it comes to Isak, he used to play for the Real Sociedad in the Spanish Primera, and he played with Odegaard, and both of them were up and coming at the moment, and that's when I got my eyes on Isak, when he played with Odegaard, and they had a special connection, actually. Isak is very intelligent with his runs, and Odegaard is very good on his through balls and the passing. So I have always had a big star for Isak, and I think he will be one of the best strikers in a couple of years. He just need a little bit more experience, and I would be surprised if Newcastle will keep him. I think a lot of big clubs will come after him when they see his talent. What do you guys think?
I hope it's not the case. I'd rather keep the guy. I want to see him here for a long, long, long time. And big up the Tone in the chat, by the way. And the fact of it is, right, this PSR is killing most clubs, right?
Yeah.
Let's be real. And that's killing. We don't need to sell them. We don't need to sell players like Bruno Fernandes and Isak and Gordon. Don't need to sell them. Do you know what I mean? They're here for a project. And the reason they're here for a project is because they want to help us win things. Yeah? And if Eddie Howe's come out and said, look, if you sell one of them or both of them, we'll be back to square one. And Eddie is quite right in saying that, because he is the manager, my manager for years to come. Yeah. I hope that all listen to Eddie Howe, yeah, and keep it in knit. Just give it to the players that we don't need. Players like Miguel Almiron, yeah. In my opinion, Sean Longstaff, yeah. I like Sean, but if you want to get to phase 3 of the project, right, whether people like it or not, then Sean Longstaff is either be a squad player or he needs to be moved on. Yeah,
He's Newcastle's Scott McTominay, in a way.
Yeah,
basically.
I like Sean Longstaff too. He's a good player, but you know he's not at that level.
Yeah. I believe
This is
so.
the
And
best
also-
we've
and
seen.
also- And also, I mean, I don't know if you think, Steve, I mean, Sean Longstaff, do you think this guy should be here next season, or do you think this guy should be moved on? I mean, 36. People, if you ever go on social media, people jump on you. Yeah, but he's a Lanka lad. He's a Lanka lad.
Don't care, personally.
I want to win. I want to win titles. I want to win cups. Yeah. This guy won't win it. Jacob Murphy. I love Jacob Murphy. Squad player. Yeah. Jeff Hendrick. Goodbye. Ryan Fraser. Goodbye. Yeah. Matt Target. If someone got off 100 grand a week, he can go as well. Dubraka. Goodbye. Yeah. Carriers. He's off to Italy anyway. Yeah. There's players there you need to get rid of. It's going to be difficult getting rid of them all at the same time, but we need to improve every single time, every season.
John, it's a squad game. And for me, Longstaff, you have to elevate the floor of the squad. Yeah, he'll do a job every once in a while, Longstaff, but personally, I think for his career, like he's good enough to be like a average Premier League player that could start for a bottom 10 team, maybe at best a West Ham. I don't know.
He'd be perfect for West Ham. He'd be perfect. I
like
said David Moyes then.
But Moyes is leaving, so
Moyes is leaving.
He's not a Lopetegui player, so you know what I'm saying. He's not of the quality required. I want guys like Lewis Miley, who happen to be Geordies, but they're good enough. Lewis Miley is looking, right here, right now. Albeit he's injured, but he's put in very good performances, better than anything Longstaff has done.
I got a question though to you lads, because as new Magpies fans, right? You've been in the dark for a long time under the old ownership, and being bought up by the Saudis. It's not that I gone in and spent madly. It's been like an organic growth, organic buy. You didn't get the best in class manager. Eddie Howe has been the perfect manager for you to develop, and I think moving to the next level, it's you had a similar season like us, filled of injuries, and you're still sitting 2 points ahead of us. Are you happy so far the way it's going for you, or considering when you had what was his name, Mike Ashley, was it the previous owner?
Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that guy is history.
Yeah, John, you can take it first if you want, actually.
Yeah. Talking about Mike Ashley, right? I mean, that guy, he's been completely forgotten. Yeah, Newcastle United. Yeah, now he's trying to sue the club about shirt sales to Adidas as well. So he's got no chance of getting them at all whatsoever. But Ashley has done his history. We moved on. He should be moving on as well. But we got a football.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. We got a club back as well, which is good. Can you imagine Ashley's still all at the club now? I tell you what, not only are the covers will be want to go for the covers, yeah. I think the club would be sinking, absolutely sinking to assist.
We'd be in the championship, John. We'd be in the championship.
We'd be in the championship.
Yeah,
but you were swimming down there at the almost relegation, like mid-table, for years and years and years. So it seems like when you get a right structure in and right ownership, a little bit of TLC, which is what we are doing at the moment, apparently in the summer, right? We're getting your sporting director, Dan Ashworth. You getting, Dougie Freeman apparently as well. And but listen, there's a question from Gas Taylor, one of our loyal followers here as well on our channel. Can you guys see yourself catch Spurs?
There's a chance, but we have to win out. And Sheffield United, which, to be fair, Spurs have slipped up on the last day of the season before. Obviously, we schooled them 5-1 when we were going down. So, that has happened before. And Spurs only have one win at Bramall Lane in the past 7 visits. So, it's not, impossible, but I don't think we will. I think we needed to beat Brighton if that was the possibility, but we didn't get that over the line. I thought we were pretty fortunate to draw out of the game, all things considered. I thought Brighton actually, they put in a very good performance overall, particularly defensively. John, when Lamptey came on, besides the goal, he was outstanding. Lamptey, absolutely outstanding defensively.
Tarek Lamptey,
Yeah, that guy, when he's match fit and he gets a full season, this guy is absolutely fantastic. He goes forward, he's quick, he's dynamic, he defends well, and he's trickery.
Great tackler.
And he's a great tackler as well. This guy, I tell you what, he needs a full season, injury-free, and I believe this guy would be back in the game again, because when he first came on the scene, when he played a couple of years ago, when we had Steve Bruce as manager, this guy, tremendous for the whole of the game. We had no clue how to deal with him whatsoever. But that guy is a baller. He really is. But if his injury, the problem is injury prone, it's just shame. But I don't know how old he is now. I think he's about 25, something like that. But if he is,
he was a problem on Saturday, bro. He locked up for him.
Adingra was the problem as well, when he absolutely megged Livramento. Absolutely mugged him, man. Netted him, man. And I'll tell you what, Livramento first half was poor. Second half is slightly better. I can't lie. But the trouble is, though, we need to play football. We need to up the tempo. Last season, when we got 4th, we did. This season, we haven't done that. And you've got players like Longstaff slowing the game down. Yeah. Look at the midfield 3. We haven't got pace in the midfield. Yeah. But Trinali, Bruno, Julian would be my midfield 3 with Mali, Willock, and then Anderson as backup. Yeah. Sean Longstaff, I think for me personally, like I said, I'm not going to criticize, I'm going to judge the footballer. For me, he's going to win me a title. No, he won't. He's going to win us a trophy. No, he won't. The bottom line is, Eddie needs to turn over the players as well. We need to go to that next level now. To do that, we have got to play. We've got to compete. That's what we got to do.
Jarvis, you have
Mick,
never going to give you up here.
Yeah, I just wanna ask John and Steve-O about Sean Longstaff, because for me, I like the player. You know, his technique is very good. He plays it simple all the time, and for me, a guy who plays it simple, because simple is the most difficult thing when it comes to football. I think his technique is underrated, and how he do things in an, I would say, an elegant way. You know, it's very simple. He just moves around and move the ball around, and you never lose the ball, and it makes you guys very stable, I would say, because you don't get all this takeovers in a way. But you have a center back crisis at the moment. You have Stefan Kraft, the Swedish guy, as a center back.
Yeah.
Do you miss? I would say Sven Botman and Fabian Schär. Do you think it's vital that they are not playing?
It's definitely making it complicated. No, go on.
No, you go for it, man. I have my bit. You go for it.
I was just gonna say it definitely. Yeah, like obviously, I'd want to have them too. But to be honest, I don't mind seeing Dan Burn at left center back, because we needed to. Anyhow. I needed to see that we can't do left back Dan Burn anymore. That has to be a relic of the past. It worked out for a certain amount of time, but from now on, if Dan Burn is at Newcastle, and if he's playing, he's coming on as a sub, a left center back, that's it. I don't want to see him anywhere else, because that's where he is best equipped in this team. Because we have left backs now. We have Lewis Hall, who is the ideal kind of player, and he's been doing all right recently for us. He's been doing all right. I really like him. I really like what's it called? Obviously, Livramento can play left back there as well. Trippier in an emergency situation can play left back. So we have plenty of options. There should be no reason why Dan Burn plays left back outside of, again, a catastrophic injury crisis, which we've been through, the whole season, really. But yeah, so for me, about Longstaff, I just think he's too simple. Where it's like you need that je ne sais quoi. You need that something special, because that's what separates the decent players to the Bruno Guimaraes, the Joelingtons, those kind of players have something special about them. Sean Longstaff is almost too simple, where it's like, yeah, it's he does a job, but we need to have players that do more than just that, because Man City have players that do more than just a simple job. They're outstanding at what they do. Real Madrid have players like that. Bayern München used to have players like that. Juventus used to have players like that. So, that's for me. That's kind of my thing with Longstaff. I would definitely sell in the summer, but he's not a bad player. He's just, I think we just outgrown him. That's what it is.
Steve, the only thing I can think of when it comes to Longstaff, as I spoke about, is simplicity in the game. I remember Barcelona at the time when they have Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets at the midfield. No one mentioned Busquets. They were always talking about Iniesta and Xavi. In a way, I'm not comparing too much, but you don't see the elegance, the simplicity when you have other players around. And Bruno Guimaraes is one of those who take the limelight in a way. And for me, I will actually take Longstaff at Man United. I think he's one of those players who will come in and make a team work well with his style. He's one of those pieces.
25 million, he's all yours, Jarvis.
Yeah, Ole wanted Longstaff 3 seasons ago.
Yeah. We were linked to him, 100%. We were. Just want to remind you guys, wherever you're tuning in, we have, evening John Bod is from Wayne Matheson. Guys, just want to remind you, there's 350 of you watching. Smash the like button, whatever you are. Subscribe if you haven't. I want to ask you guys from a Manchester United perspective, because there's a lot of curiosity since you are here. Obviously, we're talking about Dan Ashworth, right? So we are curious how easy and what do you think he's going to bring? And why is it taking so long time? Why are you so salty to lose him?
We just want our money. It's not even a salty thing. It's just like a if you pay the money, you get him. If you don't pay our fee, you don't get him. But I already spoke about Ashworth yesterday. John, you can take it for fun.
Ashworth, you talk about Ashworth, right? I mean, look, you guys spent 1.6 billion quid, right, on players, yeah? Some of those players are not good enough, yeah? Now, Newcastle United is not going to budge on the compensation fee with Dan Ashworth, yeah? We're quite happy to let Dan Ashworth suffer until his contract runs out. That ain't going to happen anytime soon, yeah? Let's be real, right? I mean, it's been about 2 couple months now, yeah? I mean, look, I'll give you a bit of advice, right? Don't expect Dan Ashworth, right, to be there for long. Because he's done it at Brighton, he's done it at Newcastle, and now he's going to do it with you guys, yeah? You're welcome to him. Have him. Do you know what I mean? But we'll just get someone's going to come in and do a better job than Dan Ashworth. Let's be real. But, Jack, I haven't got a bummy accent, by the way. I thought I'd know that. Thank you. I was up in Newcastle. I got a Newcastle down it. So, hey, you know what it is, right? Get it sorted out, please. I want this sorted out very, very soon so we can get Dougie Freeman as our director of football.
Yeah, it's all about Dougie Freeman to get your replacement in. Question number 2, though, since we're playing you guys tomorrow, who do you think will be your key player? I mean, obviously you're coming to Old Trafford. You know, who do you see as your key vital player in tomorrow's game?
Gordon.
Yeah,
player of the year for me. If Isak was a bit more healthy, I don't think like he does it. If Isak got player of the year, let's just say like it's something he wouldn't deserve it because he's got 20 goals in 25, somewhere around there. But for me, Gordon's been available for pretty much the entire time. I think maybe a game or 2 at worst, across all competitions. The guy's been a stud for us this season. Yeah, I was wrong about him because I was like, he's decent, but like he's decent at Everton, but like I don't know. I would go Gordon though. He's the most consistent threat. He does the same thing, like he is predictable. But what I like about Gordon is that he's so good at those little chop backs and he's adding to his game that he's becoming unpredictable. And even if he is good at what he does so that the defenders, it's hard to cope with his
it will be a Gordon versus I think it would be Gordon versus Wan-Bissaka, right, Jarvis?
Yeah. It will. If Wan-Bissaka starts on the right. But we never know with Den Haag. He can shift our fullbacks. We only have 2 right fullbacks. That's just how it is.
Right, guys. I just want to sort of pay a little bit tribute for Rafael Varane that posted a video today. Like, what a legend. Like, he's only been at the club 3 years, but he's moving on to Saudi by the looks of it. Jarvis, what's your general feeling, right? We knew he was leaving anyway because of the wages. But he's still one of our best defenders. Like, we could have.
He is your best defender for me.
When he's fit.
Yeah. When he's fit, yeah.
The problem with Varane is his injuries, injury prone. That's the thing, and he only play every other game, and he can't play a tight amount of space of games in a short time, and that's a big problem. We can't rely on him. And he's on a big wages. So for me, I'm okay with him leaving. I will miss him because when he plays, he's fantastic. But the problem is availability is one of the best abilities, and he's not available. So it's just one of those. You have to say goodbye. We need players who's available.
Yeah. And that includes probably Luke Shaw as well. Like, his injury proneness.
Oh, yeah, Luke Shaw, yeah.
I think as well with Varane side about Varane, if he was that fit, if he was fit, right, the whole of the season, not have these injury problems as well, and that's the reason Real Madrid got rid, right? Let's be real. Yeah. I think this guy would be the best defender in the Premier League by country mile, but it's his injuries as well. He's an underrated player. I hope wherever he goes for you guys, I wish him well. Do you know what I mean? I think he'll probably end up going to Saudi.
Yeah. Another news also regarding Casemiro. Most likely also to leave to Saudi. He's got 2 years left on his contract. Apparently, we're going to get a bid for him for £35 million. So, it's sad for me. I don't know, from a rival perspective of the way you see football. Casemiro, to me, last season was a monster, and this year it's sad to see. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo. You saw the willpower is there, but the legs are not following.
No, I think Casemiro still is a very high quality player. Again, I don't think sometimes Ten Hag uses him correctly, and I think also Casemiro sometimes doesn't perform to his best. But I still do think there's a quality player left in the tank for sure. But you're right, sometimes the legs go. That's those are two big figures in world football the past decade. Both with Real Madrid, Varane's got a World Cup and everything. So it's like, those are two big hitters leaving your squad. That's the thing, though. When I look at Man United, it's like you're letting those guys go, but then you're keeping McTominay, Rashford,
he's not safe either.
Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. Like, why are all those guys leaving before those
because
the guys that really need to go?
Yeah, I know, because they probably look at which one is easier, out of contract. The one that's 1 year left on this contract will be probably just run it out and phase them out and just take the losses, right? Players has got 2 years left on the contract will be sellable assets, right? That's the way I see it. Guys, Newcastle, if we look at the game tomorrow, from an outsider looking in, which player do you fear the most in our team currently?
For me, how do I put it? I'm looking at that team. Bruno's not going to play. Tommy could be dangerous, I guess.
Even if he was playing, personally.
For me, everyone's keeping really about Garnacho. I mean, to be honest with you, he's got potential, right? But I'm going to be honest, it's just my opinion. I think his attitude is wrong. His attitude is so wrong, and his final ball ain't the greatest. He's got potential, he's got pace, skill, but can't finish. That's the problem. I don't know what you think, Steve, about Garnacho. Do you rate this guy? I ask you, how many marks out of 10 would you give Garnacho?
He's performing like a 4 or a 5 lately. I remember watching him on his debut. I think it was an FA Cup, Carabao Cup game for you guys. It was against Burnley, I want to say. Am I not mistaken? If I'm not mistaken. And I was like, he looks all right, this kid. I like him. He's got some energy. He's trying to make things happen. I was like, he looks all right. I don't know where that player is. I'll be honest. You guys will remember his debut more than I do. I don't know where that player is anymore.
I remember the Everton goal and the finishing the bicycle kick, the goal of the season.
Yeah, of course. But that's one moment in a whole season. I think Garnacho was one of your only players that tries to make things happen, really, really, really tries. He takes responsibility, which I think is a good quality. I just don't know if he is of the highest quality. I think he could be a decent player. And also the reason why he's getting so much stick also is because he's starting for you guys. So when you're a Man United starting winger, even if you're not, if you guys aren't in your heydays, but still you what's it called? Still you're gonna get criticized if you're a Man United player starting. So Garnacho for me, maybe he needs a loan or something, but I don't see an outstanding player. I see a good one though. I can see a good one. But I do think sometimes decision making is a bit off. Application technique a bit at times. There's a decent player there. But I think coaching might have maybe letting him down because it's not like I said, I don't think it's a matter of he's not trying. He is trying. He's playing for the badge, fans, all that. I think every one of us would kind of agree with that. So I think the coaching maybe, and the teammates who he's playing with as well could have a factor on why he is looking really not good lately.
Yeah. We have a super chat coming in for you, John, actually, on your channel, I think. Jabba Dabba Doo saying he donated £2 to say Manchester United 1-2 to Newcastle. Isak double.
So
Jabba Dabba Doo, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. And I didn't really realise that, but thank you very much indeed, and really appreciate that. Yeah, that's my scoreline tomorrow as well. I'll go in 2-1 as well. Get the predictions in early. So thank you very much, Dabba Dabba Doo.
Cheers, Jabba Dabba Doo. Jabba Dabba Doo. Jarvis, talk to us regarding, do you agree with the gentleman is saying regarding our young Garnacho? Is it lack of coaching, or is it just, he's 19, run to the ground?
I like George Best's comment. He said that he's tired. He's only 19 years old, and this is a wild thing. He's not supposed to be the starting left winger at Man United. He should be the one who comes on and change up the game and play when he's in form. So I think it's too big of a load on his shoulders, for a young age at Man United, and we should have more players. And Rashford haven't done his bit this season, and this is one of the biggest problems. So I commend I commend him, for doing a good job, but I think he's tired and he needs a little bit of a break. And I won't tear down a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah. Same goes with the Kobe Maino, and same goes with the Højlund as well. That's been getting stick.
Diallo's young as well. Yeah.
Diallo, yeah. I think he's 21. At least he have a couple of more years.
Right.
Yeah.
He hasn't played much senior football in his career for a 21-year-old. To be honest, he's barely.
46 games in the championship last season.
Yeah, that's
wow.
That's true.
Sunderland, or I don't know, 40 games.
I think he'll be playing tomorrow. I think Ahmad will be playing tomorrow as well, by the looks of it.
And that's the player I fear, Diallo. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Because he can dribble. He can actually. There's some composure to his game. There's some good technique, good decision making. He'll, like I said, if he loses the ball, it's not in like a really bad area to give the ball away, because sometimes Bruno will do that, I think, a bit too much. Both Brunos, to be fair. Both Brunos on both of our teams will lose the ball in some really, really, really bad positions, and it's like, sometimes try to make things happen. But yeah, Diallo is a player I fear easily. And also, if McTominay gets a strike on the ball, Dubravka could always, do his Dubravka thing and concede a really, really poor goal. So, because that's the one thing McTominay can't
have your goalkeeper back.
Big up Jabba Dabba Doo.
Big up Jabba Dabba Doo for coming and member. Big up. Thank you very much indeed as well. But going back to Garnacho, right? There's another channel. I'm not going to mention the channel name. It's a well-known, right? He reckons that I don't know if you might watch it, Steve. Right? I mean, we know who it is, right? He's a United fan as well. But he said that Garnacho will end up playing in the Spanish league in a couple of years' time. But for Cadiz or
Osasuna. Does it start with Silverbridge or something like that?
No, not him. Not him.
Yeah.
Not him. But someone else as well. But he's very well known. He's well known. And he goes on another big channel as well. But for me, he said he reckons he's going to end up playing the Spanish league for Cadiz, Osasuna, or Elche. That's his level. But that's his words, not mine.
Yeah, but when you think of it, let's say Bruno Guimaraes was injured for the whole of the season, and you had to have Luis Miley come in and fill his shoes for 38 games.
Yeah,
wouldn't have worked, would it? He's a young kid. You can't expect.
Yeah, he's young lad. He's young lad.
But it can't be done.
Yeah,
I think Alonso for Garnacho to an Osasuna could help, because I think y'all have to, like I said last night, y'all should blow the whole thing up. Manager, players, like get rid of, staff, people who work, just like get rid of. Ineos should just do a clear house kind of thing. But if they do keep like some of their players, then like loan out a Garnacho, and see if maybe a Diallo's that guy, because I think Garnacho. I've just noticed since last season, really, that it's kind of he's I think he's just declined a little bit. But that's just me. You guys watching more.
Question here. Harry Conte said, "Do you mean Terry?"
football terrace? I got no idea.
No,
Terry Lewis? Nah. You spoke about somebody that said about Garnacho going to Spain. We have like
I
Harry
don't know.
Conte.
That's
No,
I don't know
no.
either.
But one of them said that. Some of them said on a big channel saying that he could. He ended up going to play for Cadiz or Elche or bloody Osasuna. Yeah, and I just had to laugh at it. You know what I mean? But the guy's 19. I'm sure come good, but for me, he's got, in my opinion, I think he's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So I'm not hyping
We got
this
a lot
guy
of-
up yet.
I don't know. He's not going to go anywhere. In that case, they have to cough up a lot of money. Real Madrid is kind of hoovering everything, and you know, we got probably they're going to go for Mbappe by the looks of it, and Hendricks and everything.
okay.
Like, you know, mad. Apparently,
Mad.
they have about 700 million to spend.
Yes. Yeah. 700. Yeah.
Wow.
They're gonna get
Wow.
yeah, Jarvis. It's
Wow.
La Liga. In La Liga, the new system that they're doing is they assign you a number based off of your financials based off the previous year. So they could spend 700 million on players, on agents, and all that stuff. Like they could have another Kaká, Benzema. Who else did they bring in that 2009 window? They brought in a few others.
Hendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick,
So,
yeah.
Eric.
I even read something in the news today that they are linking Keylor Navas to Manchester United.
Oh man, please don't. You
Please
don't want him. I mean, nothing funny. Dallas is great in his time, but the guys who are close to 40 now, like, do you know what I mean?
37 now.
37.
that would be the most typical Man United signing ever
Nah,
of this
it's
past
just media.
decade in terms of players that are at the end of the. Y'all are making some MLS signings. I'm gonna be so real. Y'all are making MLS twilight signings of legendary good players or very very good players. Schweinsteiger and Cavani and Casemiro and Varane and y'all gonna be signing Modric too? Y'all gonna you guys gonna sign Jordi Alba? Or y'all gonna sign I don't know, freaking what's it called? Bonucci or something? Like
Then we better change the name to Retirement Home FC, man.
Yeah. MLS signings FC.
Let's all move to Florida.
Listen, I know Steve, you're gonna dip as well soon, so I'm gonna transition because I want to hear your predicted starting 11. So let's do this. Let's take a little bit breather, think about it, and we'll be back in. Okay, I start with the visiting team, guys. I want to hear your predicted 11, right? So, who do you think is going to play tomorrow? I was reading that Isak is in a doubt, Wilson is in a doubt. You're lacking centre backs, so let me hear. Jarvis is noting down like a spy there.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yeah. Okay, for me, Newcastle, I would love to see Nick Port back. I like seeing him come back, but he's sticking to Blacker.
Agreed.
I think he's sticking with Blacker, but you know what, Veddy, you know what he's like. But hey ho, it's good to see Nick Port back. For me, right back, it'll be Trippier to come back. Other side, it's got to be Lewis Hall. Centre backs be Kraft and also Dan Burn. The midfield three is going to have to be Joe Linton, Bruno G, and Elliot Anderson. The front three is going to be Gordon, Barnes, and Isak.
Okay, so for me, I will go. I agree, John. Pope, please do this Dubravka experience. It just pisses me off because he lets in the stupidest goals sometimes. It's so aggravating. It's similar, like I said yesterday. It's similar to Onana. He'll make a really, really good save, but then let in an incredibly dumb goal. So yeah, I would go Pope, Trippier. If he's match fit enough. If not, Livramento. I'm calm with that. I'm cool with that. Kraft. Yep, gonna have to be. I would like to give Alex Murphy a chance, but I'll just be realistic. What's it called? Kraft, Dan Burn, Lewis Hall left back. Yep. Midfield three, I would go Elliot Anderson, Bruno G, and Joe Ellington. And then front three, I would go Barnes, Isak, Gordon.
Barnes.
Yeah.
Barnes.
Barnes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
is-
you know,
I like Barnes.
I like Barnes too. I think he's
Yeah.
he's a sharpshooter. He's a sharpshooter. You give him, he's got great instincts in terms of if a ball, if a goalkeeper makes a save, he'll pop up, score. If he good at receiving a pass from outside of the box and shooting. He's very accurate with his shots. A lot of them end up on target. I really like Barnes, man. He just needs to stay fit.
okay, cool. You know, one thing that we have in common is all these injuries this season. So I know it's Olympics, so maybe United and Newcastle should turn in an application to participate in the Paralympics. Yeah? We're rolling in the wheelchairs. So, Jarvis, you have a task in hand. Ten Hag had his press conference today. There's some injuries updates. Licha looks like he's going to start, or do you think he's going to get bench time? Rashford potentials. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, we have the team tomorrow. For me, I think, of course, obviously Onana is going to start in goal. Dalot and Wan-Bissaka on the fullbacks. Dalot will start on the right side. I think Casemiro and Evans will start as centre backs. Just because the other centre backs are not fully fit and ready to start, and we have to be aware we have an FA Cup final coming up, and we can't afford any more injuries. Midfield of I would say Maino and Amrabat, hopefully not McTominay. Maino and Amrabat, and I think Bruno Fernandes will be back in the 10, and a starting trio of I think Rashford is back. He will start on the left, Garnacho on the right, and Højlund in the central striker.
So no Amad Diallo.
No, this is what I think Ten Hag will start.
Do you think just Rashford just walks into the team just like that, or maybe on the
No,
bench? Perhaps
on merit. It's just Rashford. I think he won't start on the bench if he's fit and available.
I kind of agree with you, but in the centre back, I will see Willy Kombala. You know, I don't want to see Casemiro play there ever again. It's kind of, it's not his fault, but I will see Willy Kombala that is fit. Maybe Johnny Evans or maybe a Licha. We don't know. Apparently, he wants to give Licha some minutes. He's ready to fight. But the midfield, I agree what you're saying. Amrabat needs to start 100%. He proved it last time. He made such a difference in shielding that back line and being the destroyer, breaking up the play, and allowing Kobe Mainoo to push a little bit more forward as well. Bruno walks straight in, being the creator, playing as a shadow striker behind Højlund. I think the wheels will come off for Højlund tomorrow, 100%. Depends on. But I don't see Rashford giving it a start. I think he will go with Garnacho. And my wish is to see Amad Diallo on the right, But we will see tomorrow, guys, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he's carrying a little knock. He got a hit in his inside of his knee in the duel. So we have a game coming up Saturday and the FA Cup final. Maybe Ten Hag is playing it sensible. You don't want to push it too hard on half-injured players.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're watching in retrospective, leave a comment what you think will be the starting line for Newcastle and what you think it will be for Manchester United. Steve, you had something to say.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to give my score prediction real quick because I got a dip. Love for having me on, John. Long time no see.
Big up, Stephen.
Enjoy yourself at the game tomorrow. Get there safe and all that.
Thank you very much.
So hopefully it don't rain or anything. God forbid.
Oh, I hope not.
But yeah, for a prediction, I don't know, 1-1. 1-1.
Okay.
1-1.
I just feel like
He doesn't feel confident.
I just feel like
You're up against the worst Man United side in all.
I know we have
Premier
to.
League history.
We're the favorites for a reason, slight favorites, which I think is fair. But this thing will screw up again, man. I don't know.
What? Really? We've got to hear from Gattuso. What do you say,
Sometimes
Gattuso?
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
Listen, it's going to be okay. Steve, thank you so much, man. Good to see you again.
You, Steve, man. Love
See you soon.
man.
Hey, are you free tomorrow? No, he's left for a reaction show. We have John left, so now you're the sandwich here. He's the cheese in the middle here.
All right. Well,
Listen.
Question for John.
I'm used to it, man. Go on, mate.
In December 1995, 27th of December, United played against Newcastle. You had a 12-point lead at the time, and you were favorites. And this is the last time I think Newcastle were favorites at Old Trafford. United won that game. Andy Cole, Roy Keane scored 2 goals. One early goal from Cole, and I think you remember that game. Is it possible? Will you feel the pressure if United win? Do you think this Europa Conference, Europa League thing will slip at the end of the season?
It depends. It depends how we do against Brentford. I mean, I expect Chelsea to win one of the 2 games between Brighton and Bournemouth. Yeah, but I think it all depends on this game tomorrow. I still feel confident we get something tomorrow. I really do. But going back to the last 2 we won, we was back in there, we had 12 points as well. For me, we kind of bottled it. 12 points clear, and we bottled it.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely good. We did bottle the league. We bottled the title. And I don't care what people say, we bottled it. Yeah. And hope it doesn't ever happen again. And let's be real, right? I mean, we got good players there. You know, it's going to do a good job, and I expect us to compete tomorrow. But we haven't won since 2013 in the league when Young Kabayi got that goal. But let's hope we get some kind of game tomorrow.
I feel a little bit of hesitation from you, my friend.
Nah,
there's always the big but.
This is not a great United team. This is I'm not having a go at you. This is not a great United team. This is the worst United team I've seen in years. Yeah, in my assistance. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's just no leaders at all whatsoever. I watched that game against you guys against Arsenal on Sunday, and that should be a fantastic advertisement for the Premier League. The Premier League, in my opinion, is not the best league in the world. Yeah. That game should have been entertaining. That game around the world must be thinking, flipping it. Is that the best the two just has to offer? It's like watching Johnny Nelson, like jabbing each other. You know what I mean? Just jab, jab, jab. Don't hurt us. Don't hurt us. Yeah. You win the game, but don't hurt us. Yeah. Let's be honest. I don't think that United team needs a massive, massive rebuilding job, guys. Seriously, man, because that is a shocking United team. I hope Ten Hag stays, in my opinion. He needs to be given another rebuilding job. Give him a chance. See how he does next season. And if it goes wrong, then probably look at it, yeah? He's got 1 year left,
1 year left on his contract, so that makes sense, John.
Exactly.
John, have you ever planned to book a ticket to Canada, to Niagara Falls?
I'd love to go there. I'd love to go to Canada.
No, you're going to Old Trafford tomorrow, so hope it rains. You will see Niagara Falls tomorrow. Guys, we're going to transition to the fun part. We're going to do the score prediction. Let's go. Niagara Falls.
I love it, man.
VR room. This is tradition because I believe in footballing gods, and this is something that we are the only ones that do that. And some people call it's jinxed, but it's not. I kid you not, it's jinxed. So what we do is the Wheel of Fortune, right? You've seen this before, John, right? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. You participated, place your bets, right? Right. Place your bets. No, because the way it's, guys, get your score predictions in as well until I add this one on the stage. You know how it is. Like at the moment, we have 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, 2-1, 4-1. Is there anything else you can see here, John? Because this could lead to anything. Like, of course, we United go for the win, But what do you say?
I'm going to say 2-1 to Newcastle. I think you'll score, but I'm going to go 2-1 to Newcastle. And I think we've got a good enough side to do it. I mean, Lewis Hall, left back, goes forward. Great cross off the ball. Fantastic. Trippier through his leadership qualities. Yeah? Let's be real. I mean, the back, Dan Burn, right? I think he'll have a good game. I hope he dominates the back because he's got Hoyland as well. I think he's gonna do well. Dan Burn. And then look at the midfield. Right. If Joe Linton comes in the side, it'll give you legs. It give you physicality as well in midfield. But what we need, and a lot of people, Newcastle hasn't spoke about this, in the future, we're going to have to play number 10. We haven't got a classic, someone's going to play that through balls and that, going to make things happen. Do you know what I mean? But, I mean, Bruno could do that. And I think if Isak is fit, I've got no problems playing him up front tomorrow. But I think it's mind games. I think Isak is fine.
Yeah. Just going to the VR room, like Ian McDonald believes is 3-0 to United. So just calm down a bit, John. All right. You have MI here as well saying 3-1. Is that to United or is it to Newcastle?
I think you mean Man U.
Okay. 3-1. I go with Ruby Classic this time, Jarvis. And it's 3-1 United.
Yeah.
Should we do it? Right. By the way, Jarvis, what's your score prediction?
I think it will be a difficult one. It's if we are up to the fight, because when we meet Newcastle, they're always going to get physical, and we have a place like Joe Linton, as we spoke about, and we have to be ready. That's why I hope we see Amrabat starting. We need a little bit more physicality in this midfield. But I think it will be a difficult game. Newcastle looks like scoring in every attack, so it will be a lot of goals. 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
Yeah.
When you mention physicality, I instantly think, well, no, that leads to Scott McTominay is probably going to be in there. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this, right? Let's spin the bloody wheel and see what's happening. I'm just going to add this to the stage. So you guys, you said 2-2, I said 3-1, and you said 2-1, John, as well. So let's do this. Let's spin the wheel.
You can add 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah, that's John's prediction.
Oh, 1-2. Okay, so I remove 4-1. Okay, I add in because it ain't going to be 4-1.
Add 1-2.
Yeah.
And also you can add 1-0 Newcastle or 0-1.
Well, you already have one. Okay, I can put 1-2. Oh, actually, you can put 2-1. Yeah. So, all right, I put it on. Let's do this. Doesn't matter. Let's spin the wheel. Come on, place your bets. 2-1, 2-2, 3-1. I think it's gonna be 3-2.
Wow.
And United win. Newcastle or United. Man United.
3-2. That's a plausible score. High scoring game. It's like a basketball game. John.
I tell you, if it's 3-2, then it's going to be an end-10 game. The last time it was 3-2, that was under Rafa Benitez back in 2018. 2 goals up in the first 10 minutes. And Muto got the second goal and Kendi got it first. And then we could have gone 4 up at half time. But United came back and sealed the deal. But when Martial got the goal back from a free kick, I've not been fun. I think we just completely bottled it. Lost it.
Listen, this wheel we never got right anyway. So Scott at the wheel saying here is 2-1 to United. Same with Harry says 2-1 to Geordies, apparently. And Gas Taylor saying 2-1 to United. So they are kind of agree on the 2-1 score. And Gary C saying 2-2. It's a draw. 1-3 to Newcastle, what Danny B is saying. And Danny B is actually a Manchester United fan. And Jack Hoff is saying 1-1. I didn't fall for the name. Wayne is one of yours, is saying 3-1, apparently to you. So he went with the Ruby Classic. Stephanie Griffith is saying 4-3 United win, Maino winner. Mark Nurse is in the house as well. He predicts a Newcastle going to lose with 3-1. But hey, it could be a 3-2.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting.
But John, don't be polite anymore. I know you are on MUFC Realist TV. What does your heart and brain tells you about the game?
Come on, John.
Because for me, I think you are big favorites.
Yeah, I've got to kind of agree with you because going in form, I mean, I've always said that if we don't beat this team tomorrow, if we don't beat United tomorrow, I tell you something now, right? I'm going to be honest, I just quite embarrassing because I said this is not a great United team. Let's be real. And I see a great United team when I see a one. Do you know what I mean? The one in 1999 under Ferguson, brilliant, yeah? the teams he had under Fergie, fantastic, yeah. Since he went, right, it hasn't happened. But I was going to sit 2-1 tomorrow. I think Newcastle is going to win that game tomorrow. And I really do think that all we got to do, defend properly, play our game, right? Believe in ourselves, take your chances, defend properly. We win that game. And I'm very confident beating these. I said it in the Carabao Cup. I said it at St. James's Park in December. I'm going to say it again because we're not scared of this team. I don't think anyone's scared of you lot anymore.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. Me personally, I would just enjoy watching football tomorrow, right? Because my heart and mind is set on FA Cup. That's the only shit we can play for, right? So I think it might be a draw. But I just gonna enjoy the game. I got some questions start as well, like for the panel. Stephanie Griffiths coming in here to say, question to the panel: who wins the battle for tossing services, United or Newcastle? Now the gloves are off. Let's squeeze the sandwich, Jarvis. Lean into it. Where are you? Squeeze. Okay, John, you reckon tossing United or Newcastle? You know, I'm going to share a fun fact. Wilcox brought him up at Newcastle, so he trained him actually. So he's got relationship with him. He's around the necks of, Manchester area as well. He's for free.
He's a Mancunian. Yeah, free sign, free buy as well. I still think he'll come to us because he believes in our project and he likes to work at Eddie Howe as well. So, yeah, he's a Mancunian. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it just goes about getting game time as well. So I think this guy comes straight in. He's a decent player. He's got pace, physicality, and that's what we need at the back. So a bit of pace at the back. And then if we get him, I think that could be the end of Jamal Lascelles, even though he's injured. Right? But I think we may not see Jamal Lascelles again. When he's fit, then personally, I think it's time is done.
I think it's coming down to how much playing time you get. Jarvis, what do you think? Varane is gone now.
Regarding what? Jamal Lascelles?
No, Tosin.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he available? Is he fit?
Yeah. He's for free from Fulham. It's really good.
I have to be honest. I haven't followed. He haven't catched my eye in a way. For me, he doesn't look like one of those who can give us the next level. I would rather go for someone else.
Yeah, but it's a free signing. Like, this is what it is. Like, he's a free agent.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
Even for free, Jarvis? Okay, Jarvis has spoken.
It's just my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong because I haven't watched much of Tosin. I have to be honest.
Okay. All right. Please do and come back to us with a proper answer then. We have a question for you then from Rushman, one of our legends as well. Isn't Newcastle hampered by FFP? Pretty sure they are. Need to sell one big player. And then what big player? I believe it's your Bruno Guimaraes, isn't it?
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. So Guimaraes, I mean, the thing is, right, he's just bought a property up in Newcastle, right? And he loves the club. I've seen pictures of him. People say on social media saying that, he's upset. He might have played this last game for the club. Nobody knows. Nobody knows at all with Bruno Guimaraes, yeah? My guy is going to be here next season. He'll definitely be at Newcastle next season because he loves the club, City, you name it, a lot, yeah? When he came to Newcastle, he did actually release clause, yeah? So we got relegated. We were in the bottom 3, or bottom 2 as I speak, when he came to us. And we shot up the league. And then it was the major part of it, of our success getting in top 4, yeah? I think he's had a fantastic season, Bruno, again, when he plays. I mean, that guy, yeah, he makes things happen. We love this guy, and he put his heart and soul into the football club, yeah? He will not be loved anywhere else in Newcastle United. And he needs to realise that. But, if Real Madrid or Barca came for him and he wants to go there, he can go our blessing. He can go with our blessing because at the end of the day, the kid is ambitious. I love this guy. Yeah. And I hope he stays in Newcastle United for a long damn time.
No, he's one of my favorite players as well. One of my favorite midfielders. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so
Beautiful.
jealous. But still, regarding the FFP, are you forced to sell? What's your club situation at the moment?
We don't have to. We don't want to sell our best players, yeah, because this is a project, yeah. We need to keep our best players, yeah. We have to keep our best players. Simple as that. Because if you're going to sell players like Bruno, then players like Isak and Gordon's going to think, hold on a minute, are we supposed to be an ambitious club here? Are we supposed to be like winning things there?
But what do I see? Isak is linked to other Premier League clubs from other channels.
Then the club's going to come out and say, look, he is not for sale. He isn't going anywhere. At the end of the day, right, he's happy in Newcastle United and he will sign a new deal, hopefully. But at the end of the day, right, we shouldn't have to sell anyone because this PSR is going to be ended. Not next season, but the season after. It makes no sense at all. Do you know what I mean? We're not desperate for the money. We don't need the money. We do not need the money. But I want to win titles. I want to win cups. And Isak and Bruno has to be here because I'll tell you now, if one of them leaves, then our club's going to be lacking ambition. I don't want that.
You have Tonali coming back.
Yeah, it'd be like a good signing. He'd be straight in the midfield three alongside of Bruno, Joe Linton. Yeah, that's my midfield three next season. Yeah, Miley.
I have a question, a personal question to you. How do you see next season panning out now? The Klopp is leaving. His farewell bye told him was successful. Newcastle, you're going to strengthen. Spurs need to strengthen as well. They're going into the second year with Ange Postecoglou. We are on a rebuild. How do you see yourself panning out next season, then? I mean, you had all these injuries like us as well.
Yeah, we need to buy well. We need improvements. Yeah, we need to get rid of the players, out of contract players who are not good enough. It's not going to take us any further. Like I know Richie can go as well. Richie and like I said, Dominic as well. They can go. We need to bring in better players because we'll go for a top 4 push again next season, and that means getting better quality players. We need another striker. Callum Wilson can't go on forever. He's injury prone, right? I'll be quite happy to see him go at the end of the season, to be fair. Now, a lot of Newcastle fans don't want to hear that, but at the end of the day, we got to get younger players coming in. Isak, perfect. We need another striker coming in to polish through, yeah? Midfield, Longstaff. I'll judge him as a footballer, yeah? He needs to be moved on for me. If he's not going to be a squad player, he needs to be moved on. Murphy, I like him. He's got to come up 29. Can he improve himself? Probably not. Is he going to get any better? No, he won't. But he does look after the team. Yeah, we need that. I'm not going to lie. And I'm sorry to be cruel to be kind, but there's some of the players been there for a long time. Yeah, ain't going to improve us. Simple as that. I mean, Domit, like I said, can go. Rich can go. Lascelles when he's match fit. I mean, he's going to hang about, like, you know. But if Tosin comes in and does a job, then you've got Botman to be back as well. He's out injured for a long time. So
you have young Miley as well still.
Lewis Miley's going to be a baller. That guy's going to be a baller. And Anthony Gordon, I'll tell you now, right? Anthony Gordon is made, I'll repeat this, made for Newcastle United. We cannot let this guy go. That guy is here for the next 10 years. I love his attitude. I love his work rate. And his passion as well. So if Andy, I mean, heard Liverpool wants him as well for 100 mil. That ain't going to happen anytime soon. That ain't happening anytime. He's going absolutely nowhere. And that's the reason why he left Liverpool for a reason.
Yeah. John, can I just ask you one question when it comes to Newcastle? Because we mentioned Lewis Miley and how is the academy of Newcastle? Is there any young stars coming up who can go directly into this team next season, do you think, for you to sell one of those average squad players and fill the role?
Alfie Howson, maybe, for Man City. I mean, apparently he's been rave reviews. He's joined us in January, so I think this guy could be the next best thing coming out from the academy. I think it won't take him that long. I hope he gets a start, but he plays in midfield. That is the thing. We're well off in midfield. If you know what I mean. So I don't watch a lot of reserves, I'm not going to lie. But you got players like Joe White is on the subs bench now. Had a low mover Crew, came back, now subs bench, comes on late. So I can't really judge the guy because I don't know a lot about this guy. I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, I need to watch a bit more reserves. See who's going to come through. And the best person to ask that is Adam Pearson. He goes to all the games, and Lee Lawyer as well goes to games as well. So for me, Alfie Harrison be the next one to come out through the ranks for me.
Alfie Harrison.
Yeah, he's played for Man City.
Cool.
We have a question from David Shaw as well. Have Newcastle United had as bad an injury crisis as Manchester United, according to your opinion?
Hi,
I mean, we had 46 different type of injuries, right? So
that ain't good. Look, we had a bad injury record. 15 players out around November to January time. Yeah, that is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, and now we're sixth in the league. Off we had a bloody good season. That's the match with Eddie Howe. Do you know what I mean? If we had for injuries, I think we'd be top 4. We'd definitely be top 4. Because don't want to Villa. We beat Tottenham. We beat Chelsea. We beat Man United. Yeah. And we even beat Arsenal. But let's be real, right? I mean, if we have an injury-free season next season, we're going to come down close to a top 4.
Yeah.
Winning a title? Probably not. But top 4 is absolutely doable next season. I truly believe we get there. We probably need a new goalkeeper as well to give Nip Pope some competition. But Dashvili for Valencia is being linked with Newcastle United, and he is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question then, because you've been watching United and you see that we also had the crisis, and Ten Hag has been saying it's derailed our whole season, injuries. Would you agree that if you didn't have this injury crisis, you would be better off in the table? And you can agree what Ten Hag is saying also, that based on this, we don't have the key players, therefore we are where we are in this season.
With Man United, I mean, you have a lot of chances. You just not putting them away. That is your problem. And your problem is Onana, your goalkeeper. Yeah, he hasn't had a good season. His first season in, he's had a shocking season. That goalkeeper from Inter Milan is not the keeper that I've seen from Inter Milan. That is a problem. And I really do hope that that goalkeeper, you definitely need a new goalie. I'm not going to lie. Because at the end of the day, on his day, Onana is a great shot stopper on his day. But the fact of the matter is, that the first goal on Sunday, he kicked it straight out to someone, an Arsenal player, and then 5 seconds later, they score from it. That was down on him again.
Yeah,
that was on him.
You can have him for cheap, according to Harry Conte here. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a solid partnership in the back 4 line, that is your shield of defense. So we had 16 different combinations. So yeah,
you should have gone.
John, let me just add some stats. Stats is one thing, but Onana has had the most saves in the Premier League this season, 139. He has the highest save percentage. It's 74.7% this season.
That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yes, he's very
good.
So
stats tells you something, but not all. But his stats are not lying. He's playing pretty good. Sometimes the problem is the defense in front of him. We have had 32 different back fours this season. 32.
You haven't got to stay with back 4. You haven't got to stay with back 4 then. It's simple as that. Your defense, Wolf and Maguire has started to get back into it. Lindelof, he's injured again. Yeah. Casemiro, Johnny Evans at the back. You know what? I'm sorry. I think Isak will be licking his chops when he sees that back 4 tomorrow night, if he plays. And Callum Wilson, I hope he's fit as well, because you do him as well. But it's just the injuries as well. But yes, you had lots of chances this season. And I have to agree with Ten Hag there. But I think for me, it's just still defense. You're not scoring enough goals as well. You scored 51 goals this season. That ain't enough for United. It's supposed to be a massive team. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I think the players hasn't been doing it. Marcus Rashford, I'm sorry. That guy is a disgrace. I'm not going to have a go at him. I'm not going to abuse him. That's not my style. But I judge him as a player. He's been shocking this season. Jogging on the pitch, not putting a tackle in. Yeah. Bruno always kicks off when three scores away, right? Garnacho's attitude ain't the best. I do like Manu. I like him, but
He's
I just
calm.
don't think he's been coached properly at all whatsoever. I think he's been kind of let down by other players that are not good enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we identified that we don't think they're being coached enough either.
But
Listen, I'm going to throw something. Ian McKenna is coming. It's far worse than Manchester United injury. All of us were long-term almost. At one point, we only had 2 full-time players on the bench. Look, if you look at our bench against Arsenal, we had kids, right? We had Christian Eriksen. But the thing is that a lot of what I have to add on is I think it's also down to the Premier League and Europa League and Champions League and UEFA and FIFA adding on more games, adding on more extra time, not allowing players to have more recovery. So, and it's going to get worse because now you got to have Euros and you got to play Champions League with more. I mean, we're not in Champions League, of course, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm just looking at players' welfare, like, because this season we just came off a World Cup in the middle of the in the winter, and we play 3 games a week, and that's why you see muscle strain injuries more than anything else.
yeah, I think that could be the problem then, because I think all teams got injuries. I get that. All clubs got injuries, yeah, but it's down to your medical team. Who's your medical? I don't know who your medical is. How good are they?
We have Dr. Death from Arsenal.
Yeah, sums it up, man. It sums it up.
True.
But for me,
no, I mean, I'm not. I like this extra time, but at the same time, extra time, it's like adding on, extra. You don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. Today we saw 10 minutes like added on time, and usually players fall.
Yeah, I mean, it's just down to time wasting as well nowadays. You know what I mean? You see, you get more time in the second half. The game's not 90 minutes anymore. It's about 110 minutes a game. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's down to time wasting, man. That needs to be cut. It needs to be cut out.
Yeah. In next season, they're going to introduce the new semi-automated offside ruling as well.
100%. So it's going to be a bit quicker, and fans. And what I like to see is do the Australian way. Really do the VAR checks and stuff. Honestly, I think the fans should see it as well.
Yeah, go for a beer.
Yeah, that's
Let's go to the pub, mate. Discuss it. Now, what I want to see is a total improvement regarding what is a handball or not. I'm a big advocate. So I say it's a simple rule, John. Hear me out. It's been a inconsistency, clear and obvious. Like, what is a handball, right? So what are you supposed to do? For me, it's very simple. Call me delusional, but I think the only person that can touch the ball in the box is the goalkeeper. Anything that touches your hand, bloody hell, it's a handball. If it's down below your sleeve, just make it simple. Pen.
No. Too simplistic.
Okay, I'm simplistic. Okay. I'm just trying to solve world peace.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to go with the meaning of the rule. Handball. What's a handball? It's about stopping the play with your hands. But if the ball hits your hands, it's not the same because your arms are attached to your body. It's not the same. The ball hitting the arm is not the same as a handball. That has to be clear. And this is where I think the Premier League has been wrong this season. A lot of penalties has been given for the attackers to shooting the ball up into the defender's arm. We saw it early this season with Licha in I think it was the Champions League. He went down to try to block a shot and it hit his arm. It's not a handball. If you put your arm out to stop the ball, it's a handball, basically. For me.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, we're coming to the very end of the stream. I would just love to thank our honorable guest. You're co-streaming on our channel as well, John. Always welcome, my brother, to come in here and win, lose, draw. You're welcome tomorrow to pop in to have a rant or have a cry. 100%. You're always welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
Only if you lose, you are allowed to come.
Yep. Who will lose?
Oh, yes. I love that. Thank you.
And for everyone that's tuning in, there's been almost 500 of you watching live. Just big up to you. Big pat on your back. Let us know if you're excited about tomorrow. We've done the Sponder Wheel. We talked to Steven as well. We talked to you, John. Jarvis had a say. And personally, there's 2 games left of the Premier League. It's been a I'm tired. You just want to, as content creators, like, how it is. You're coming to the end. I'm starting to down tool as well. I'm not getting excited anymore. Right. So, listen, I just want to thank you all personally for tuning in. We see you guys tomorrow as well. There'll be watch along. There'll be, post-match reaction show. And of course, you have an open invitation. It's, John as well. So let's see. Let the best man win, man.
Aye, thanks, mate. Absolutely, man. I mean, no hard feelings. We lose or draw is going to be mates. Yeah. And it's going to be a cracking game tomorrow. I hope it is. Hope we all win, of course. Seeing that, I mean, this is a game you're going to have to win. Even if you beat us, then you can't go above us. If you win this game, then that's it for you guys. Then Europa League could be ours. Depends how Chelsea does. And if Chelsea lose, United lose, we win that game, there's not a lot you can do.
Where did Chelsea come from? Yeah, that's it. From my end, I'm controlling, I would just thank you, Jabba Dabba Doo, to become one of the members on your channel, for also donating your super chat to you as well, my friend. Jarvis, you want to shout out the legends as well? Feel free. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have Ivo Bosic, Harry Conte, Lillis United, Mark, and Ian McKenna, always coming in with good comments. Who else do we have here? We have Jack Hoff, Scotty at the wheel, Emma Murdy. So many names. So I can't read all of you, but I would say I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining in and having you say on this show, and really hope to see you tomorrow after on the post-match show, because either we win or lose.
Win, lose, draw, we are here for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you never miss a stream when we go live, me or John. Anyway, glory, Manchester United.
I can say quickly, I just gave my shout outs to my channel as well, guys. If that's
okay, yeah. Forgot about that, John.
No, that's fine. So, guys, if you like the video, like what you watch, thank you very much for having us on. First of all, guys, it's been fantastic. United fans have been fantastic to us. Also, the guys that watch my channel, calls me chat, like the Ians, Jabba, Emma, and all the Newcastle fans been on my channel tonight. Big up to you guys. So, if you want to follow us, subscribe to my channel, John Sinclair TV. I have posted a link in the description earlier on. So, if you just go on there, please hit that subscribe button, please. I'm a good lad. I do talk about Man U as well, by the way, with Macy and others as well. It's just easy and it's free. So help us out, guys, and make the best team win. Make the best United win tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a fantastic night and sleep well. We should see you later on to the next one. Ciao.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.